EA Sports coverage of the NFL has us at the foot of the Rockies, just west of downtown Denver at Empower Field at Mile High. Today we've got a Week 8 matchup on tap here, as it'll be the New York Jets taking on the Denver Broncos. And off we go from Denver. From his end zone, here's Tremon Smith. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. They start the drive on the ground. It's Williams. Sheds off the tackle. There he goes, left side. How about this? Javonte Williams. And all the way home for a Broncos score. Javonte Williams, his 7th rushing touchdown of the year. And the Broncos are on the board first here this afternoon. Point after here coming up. And he's got it. 7-0 Broncos. Now after the touchdown, ready to boot it away, Riley Dixon. And they'll put up the stop sign there as his guys will get it at the 25. Rodgers and the Jets now with a 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. A carry by Taylor to start the drive. And they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10. Looked like he was trying to bounce it outside, but no success.
Yeah, sometimes you got to just figure out where you're going to go, and sometimes you just have to take it to another spot. In trying to get it outside, the defensive pursuit was there and just ran him down.
Well, they had the run for no gain. Now they'll try again from the 25 on 2nd and 10. First carry for the Iowa State man, Breece Hall. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. It'll go as a loss of a yard, so now they deal with 3rd and 11. If you look at this Bronco defense, they come into this one ranked number 5 in the NFL against the run.
Most of their challenges have come in the passing game because against the run, they've been pretty darn good. Now you got to figure out a way to slow down those receivers before they get downfield and maybe make a few more plays on the ball when it's in the air.
Throwing is Rodgers on 3rd down. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he is going to have a Jets 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
I know at the end of games, coaches always tell us that no one play won or lost a game. But this seems pretty important early, doesn't it? Their ability to pick up that 1st down on 3rd down, I thought that was key.
Well, you're already in the hole after the touchdown on the other side. How will you respond? We talk about that a lot, and they responded pretty well there. You go 3 and out, I think you give up a lot of momentum. You get down 2 scores, could be an entirely different game.
So they've got a nice drive going now. They're in good shape. What's interesting to me is they're also in that spot of the field where you would take a shot. Do you change that up just because you're down a touchdown?
2nd and 10. From the gun, it's Rodgers. He'll get this complete to Kadarius Toney. And this is going to be another first down as they'll make the tackle at the Broncos' 38-yard line. The Jet passing game in rhythm. They've got another first. So a 1st and 10 now in Denver territory at the 38. Running straight ahead, Taylor. And this time not quite to the 30. It'll be down at the 31-yard line. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
From the 31, here's 2nd and 4. They go to the ground again with Taylor. And all the way in. Touchdown, New York. Jonathan Taylor, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Jets respond to that opening drive touchdown with one of their own. Done good with the extra point. And we are tied at 7. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. And he's able to get it across the 20 to the 25-yard line. Denver offense at the line, ready to go.
Well, partner, you know, coaches always say that every play is designed to score a touchdown. Sometimes that's not really true, but last drive, that was the case. One play to get into the end zone, and now they'll try to duplicate that success here.
And it's rare for those moments to happen. Incredible when they do. And you saw the celebration. Pure, unbridled joy after that one.
Well, they had the run for no gain. Now they'll try again from the 25 on 2nd and 10. Now a give up the middle to Williams. And he stopped immediately there. No gain on the play there, so that doesn't help. Now they're looking up at a 3rd and 9 situation.
They'll come to the line here needing 9 yards to pick up the first.
On 3rd down, here's Williams. And he'll be well short of a first down as he stopped again right at the line of scrimmage. No gain there on the play, and that's going to leave him with a 4th down. Dixon, the punter, is on as he sends it away.
Hardman on the return.
And that's going to go in the books as a 55-yard punt. Well done. And the Jets will take over 1st and 10. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive.
Well, partner, fast forward with me for a second. Remember, next week they have the open week, so they're going to get some extended rest. Does that change how they manage the rest of this one?
I think it does a little bit, but not by too much, because you're right. You get the extra rest. You get a chance to heal up and kind of, you know, do a little bit of a reset for this team. But it's also 7 extra days to think back to the last time you were on the field. So now a little more importance on what they're getting done because they carry it with them for essentially 2 weeks.
Second and a couple.
They'll run the toss here with Taylor. And they will only muster a yard here to the 38.
I I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
Heavy set out there on 3rd and 1. They'll try and run for the first with Taylor. And he'll get up near the 45. They'll spot it at the 44. 52 yards now on the ground on just 7 carries.
Well, it wasn't a goal line situation, but how about the goal line formation on 3rd and short? They went ahead and went heavy. No surprise on who was going to get the football. How about the power exhibited there?
Yeah, that was just put a hat on a hat, drive forward. Nice job to pick it up. First and 10, Taylor now. And he's across the 45. It'll be 2nd down.
Oh, that's a real nice job there by the defensive front. They just engaged and held their ground. But how about the guy who made the play? We often talk about whether they take a good first step or not. Many times you just don't take any step. Just get your feet moving, get your body going, and then once he made the read, he was able to make the play.
On 2nd down, it's Taylor. And he's got it across midfield and into Denver territory. It's a gain of 6, moves him to a manageable 3rd and 2 situation.
I think we all suspected that they were going back to him after he found the end zone on his last carry, and they kept the positive momentum going there. Another nice run by him.
On 3rd down, here's Taylor. And they go backwards here, losing yardage back at the 48-yard line. A rough go there on 3rd down, a loss of 4.
I like the strategy. Extra tight ends, extra beef. They want to run the football, but that means they probably want to run it inside. If you get strung out on the perimeter, you're in peril.
Yeah, we saw the result, negative yardage. They're going to line up to go for this on 4th down. Rodgers stays on the field. They'll go for it. It's Rodgers. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. Boy, a curious decision to go for it. Doesn't pan out, and the Broncos are going to get the football back in great field position. They go play action now. Wilson. He's got his 6'5" receiver. That's Tim Patrick. And they're able to work this to the 25 before it's all said and done. That one goes for 24 yards. They'll throw on 1st down with Wilson. Buying time to his left. And the pressure gets there. He'll go down. It's a sack. And it is going to bring us to the 2-minute warning. Throwing on 2nd and long. Wilson. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
I know conventional wisdom says, hey, don't get it all back in one play. But sometimes you go ahead and try to. They tried to get it all back on that one. Weren't able to do so.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Pressure comes, and Wilson's going to go down. He could not get away that time, and it'll be a loss of 11 on 3rd down. 4th down, so on is the punter, Riley Dixon. He'll send this one into the mile-high air, and it's a good one. And this is going to carry well into the end zone for a touchback. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. It was still more than a minute to go in the half. Time to try to mount a drive.
And I would think that they would have to. This is today's NFL. You got to push it whenever you get an opportunity. You can never have enough points with the high-powered offenses that you face. And analytics will tell you, try and score when given the opportunity.
Throwing on 1st down is Rodgers.
That'll be caught. It's Tony.
And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. An excellent way to start the drive there, 18 yards.
Any questions of how they'd approach this drive were answered right there. They come out throwing, and they get a nice pickup here toward the end of the first half.
From all the way up at the 38 now after a good start to the drive. Shotgun now for Rodgers. This one complete to Mecole Hardman. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. 16 more on that one and another 1st down.
We didn't need to ask around the league, but we got to confirm this guy's a good player. They've got to find a way to get him more involved, call a few more plays that target him.
Absolutely, because here we are toward the end of the first half, and that's the first target, not just the first catch, first target.
Now this will be swung out wide for Taylor.
And he's got this down a yard or two shy of the 40 before he's out of bounds.
All defenses worry that whenever anyone catches the ball and has a head of steam come out of the backfield, it could turn into a big play with missed tackles or he runs through people. But they were right there waiting, and they stopped him for a minimal gain.
Now 2nd and 5.
Again, they'll throw with Rodgers.
The throw for Tony is intercepted.
Picked off by Justin Simmons.
And the Broncos are going to take over once again at their own 37-yard line. And that was one I kind of saw coming, Charge. He had a free safety just hanging back there over the middle, waiting, and he saw that ball go in the air, and he jumped on it.
And I don't know why the quarterback didn't see that. That was just your standard cover 3, which means the free safety in the middle of the field, the 2 corners, and they divide the field in thirds. But when you have a free safety with range, like a good center fielder, he can go from side to side and make plays on the football as he did there.
They begin the drive with Williams.
And good vision there as he's across midfield and down to the 45-yard line.
Now the Broncos are going to call the first of their timeouts as they stop it with 19 seconds to go in half number 1. They stick to the ground game on 1st down. It's Williams. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard. Now another timeout called for by the offense. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime.
Just need a yard here. 2nd and 1.
Here's Wilson. And he's going to be taken down. Pressure gets there back at the 39-yard line. Now a signal and a timeout call as it comes with 9 seconds to go in this first half of play.
In search of 4 yards here to pick up the 1st down. from the gun on 3rd down. Wilson. That is caught. And he'll be out of bounds as he gets it down to the 30 there. He's got his first catch here before halftime, and it goes for a 1st down.
A little football 101 there. You just see the receiver try to run down the defender, meaning he goes right at him and really trying to move him a little bit towards the center of the field so he can put his foot in the ground and break to the out, to the sideline, and make a catch.
And unless this is a quick incompletion, this is likely the last play here of this first half. Final play of the half. It's Wilson. A throw out wide, going to be incomplete.
Offense was moving it a little bit, had them back on their heels, but they earned a brief pause by forcing the incompletion. That gives them a quick chance to regroup and try and mount a stand before they're backed up even further.
And now we'll get a late timeout as it comes in the waning moments of quarter number 2. So with 1 second left in the half, on is the field goal unit. It'll be a 47-yard attempt from the left hash. And that is not going to get there. Oh, he missed it short. It's no good. That's it for the first half. 2 more quarters to go. We'll have plenty more to see after the break. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. Set and ready to go for the second half. 1 touchdown apiece, 7-7 our score. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. Well, the first half very even. I mean, really in all facets, this ball game tied, Charles. So as we start the 3rd quarter, curious to see what the second half brings us.
Certainly am. I'm with you on that one. And we all know a lot of coaches from the NFL all the way down to the Pee-wee level. They love to spin it to their teams. Hey, we're starting a brand new, shorter ball game. It's all even. Let's go out and seize it. This is ours.
Rodgers to throw on 2nd down.
The throw for Tony is intercepted. Picked off by Alex Singleton. He may go.
And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Bronco defense has a touchdown.
And the offense, they've really not been able to mount anything yet on that drive, and the defense made sure they couldn't mount anything. The interception and the return adding 6 to the scoreboard.
And that's no small return for a linebacker partner. He took matters into his own hands and his legs on that pick. And once he had it, I don't think anyone on the field could have stopped him.
Extra point right down the middle. And that makes the score 14-7. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away.
And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24.
The New York offense taking over for their next possession. Now, they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership really comes into play. How's the head coach handling it? The offensive coordinator? Sometimes they just make a joke. All right, guys, you had your fun? All right.
Throw it out the window.
Yeah, let's get back on track here. And sometimes that'll work just fine.
I guess it's time now to lean on that leadership. Second down, another run with Taylor.
And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. And quickly they get to the line.
Rodgers directing traffic, going to change the play.
Now Rodgers to throw on third down.
He's going to get that to his running back out of the backfield.
And he'll work it inside the 30 to the 29-yard line. So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. Up the middle, here's Taylor. Down to about the 22 here.
The 71 yards for him on the ground now as he has been terrific here this afternoon.
Rodgers now to throw. And he's got it. Touchdown, Jets.
Kadarius Toney.
A 22-yard touchdown grab.
And the Jets are an extra point away from evening this one up. Done good with the extra point.
And we are tied at 14. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away.
Out of the end zone comes Smith. And not a good return here at all as they'll be forced to start at the 12-yard line.
The Broncos onto the field ready to start their next drive.
And their lead has evaporated in this third quarter. It's tied once more as they begin with a 1st and 10.
They'll start this drive out on the ground. Powers through him. And he's out right at the 25. Nice way to start the drive, a gain of 12 and a 1st down.
We don't talk about it very often, but sometimes there's a dip in intensity when you start the second half, which can manifest itself in some sloppy tackling. And how about right there? He ran right through that weak tackle attempt.
Now a 1st down carry. It's Williams. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on 1st down.
Well, that was one of the few times they've been able to contain him thus far. He's over 100 yards for the game, but he lost a bit off his total on that carry.
On 2nd down, Williams.
And he'll take this to about the 24, a gain of 3.
Well, that's not a run that's going to make any of the highlight tapes, but they've been moving it well all game on the ground. This is another one that keeps them moving forward.
The Jets will bring in a nickel set as they try to stop this 3rd down. Throwing is Wilson.
Pass to the sideline and pulled in.
And he's going to be out up around the 45-yard line. Great way to convert on 3rd down there. 21 yards the play.
And that's how you pick up a 1st down. Not only does he make the catch, but has enough body control to get his feet down inbounds, toe tapping, and drag it to make sure he gets it done.
Under a minute to go in this 3rd quarter as they come up 1st and 10. Here's Wilson to throw. A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
Well, they've been back on their heels a little bit here in this drive, but a chance to exhale just a little bit there with incompletion on first down. Now they have to gear up, try and get 2 more stops, and escape this drive.
Third quarter, all tied up. This is 2nd and 10. Now a 10th carry. Here's Williams. And he'll be brought down at the 45-yard line. 130 yards rushing for him so far as his terrific season continues here. So from 2nd and long, now we go to 3rd and very manageable.
Yeah, they love that phrase, don't they? Because as an offensive coordinator, you can keep people a little bit off balance and guessing because you don't have to throw it. You can come back with a strong run game if you want to. And if you're in 4-down territory, that really opens things up for you.
And they're not going to get to the line to run another play. So we will switch ends as the third quarter has come to a close. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. A field goal from this spot likely out of the question. They've got to get closer here on 3rd down. They'll try and run for it. Here's Williams. Well, they hit him in the backfield, and he will not escape. And that is not going to get it done. That'll make it 4th down after a loss of 1. This late in the game, Charles, I think you maybe seriously have to think about going for it.
Especially where they are in terms of field position, because this is almost like no man's land. Might hurt your punter because there might not be enough space, maybe too far for your field goal kicker. I'm like the old rule. Possession is 9/10 of the law. Possession is 9/10 of winning the game. Go for it. Get the first down. Close it out.
Oh, and now movement and a whistle, and they may have to rethink their plans on 4th down. Tie game, 4th quarter, and they're going for this thing on 4th down.
36 power.
They'll try and throw for it with Wilson. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he will step out of bounds all the way down at the 5-yard line. Wow, 1st and goal, and defensively all they can do is shake their heads. Not only did they allow the conversion, but a big play as well. Wilson. Touchdown! Jerry Jeudy. A 5-yard touchdown. And the Broncos go coast to coast and finish the drive off with 6 points. So, Charles, this game feels like it has been punch, counter-punch all throughout, and that touchdown breaks our tie here in the 4th quarter.
You're making me want to get back in the gym and start training again. You talk about those punches and counter-punches. I also think this is where you and I start thinking to ourselves, who's going to make the play to change that, right? Who's going to get out of this little cycle that they're in right now and make a play and give their team a firm advantage?
Point after, right down the middle. And the lead is now 21-14. Now after the touchdown, ready to boot it away, Riley Dixon. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. They now trail by 7 after that last touchdown here in the fourth quarter. What a big spot for this offense. See if they can cobble something together on this drive. Meanwhile, Rodgers throw into the hands here of Hardman. That play going for 16 yards to start the drive. First down.
I like the design that we're seeing right there. This is what they need. Down by a touchdown here in the fourth. They just need to keep working their way downfield. And when they see openings, take their shots.
From the gun, it's Taylor. And he lost the football. It's picked up by the Broncos. And they will set up shop in enemy territory at the 42-yard line. He has been a workhorse for them in this game, and ball security hasn't been an issue until that point.
Yeah, and let's face it, when he's going to carry the ball that many times, he becomes more and more of a target for the defense, knowing that he's going to be the primary guy. They'll just send more and more players towards him, trying to make sure they knock the ball free.
They run on first down as they're able to get this forward for about 4. Nice job there on the tackle. Keep him to the short gain. And, of course, he got some good news this week. He was named AFC Defensive Player of the Week from last week's effort.
And part of the reason he got that award, because of plays like that. Not every play is spectacular. Not every play is for a loss. Make the plays that are in front of you, keep it to short gains, and you pile up statistics.
Williams going to get it again on second down. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. No gain on the play there, so they're left with a 3rd down and 6.
Now, obviously, that's some good work there defensively, being able to stop them and bringing up a key 3rd down. But if you're on the offensive side of the ball, there's an opportunity, because I know what defensive guys are thinking right now. Just stop them, get to the ball. That means they might not be sound defensively. There could be some opportunities.
Now look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. And it's a tremendous return as they finally get him at about the 10-yard line. If you combine last week and this week, he's got a hat trick going because he had 2 interceptions a week ago.
He's seeing the ball so well and understanding where receivers are and positioning. I mean, just watching him work with such great technique and paying it off by actually catching the ball when he has a chance, he's helping his team in a huge way.
And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And they'll be left with a 2nd and about a foot. Was that a design pass, or what was that?
It was built into the play call. He had the opportunity to either hand it inside, keep it himself to run it, or do what he just did. Throw that pass inside, hitting a receiver on the run.
On the handoff, Taylor. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Jets. Jonathan Taylor with his 2nd TD of the game, his 6th on the year. And the Jets are an extra point away from tying this game here in the final minutes. Don't forget the extra point. It's up and good. And we are tied here in the fourth quarter. Now this one setting up for a great finish. All tied in the fourth as the kick's away. On the return, here comes Smith out of the end zone. And he'll be out of bounds here, a yard shy of the 25 at the 24. Here's 1st and 10.
Gotta go, in and out. Let's go.
They start the drive on the ground. It's Williams. And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. Getting down to the good stuff. All tied with 2 minutes remaining on EA Sports. So it's Bronco football as we get you reset here. They've got a 2nd down now as they search for a score to break this tie. They'll come up now. This is 2nd and long. Wilson. Oh, look at this. It's intercepted. Picked up by J.C. Jackson. And he'll return it to the 24-yard line. Well, we say it often, Charles, but not all interceptions are created equally, and that is a big one here in a tie ball game in the fourth quarter.
And, Brandon, when games are this close, it usually comes down to the team making the fewest mistakes, and that was one of our mantras back at Tennessee. Coach Mears used to say all the time, the team making the fewest mistakes will win. You've got to cut those down to give yourself an opportunity.
Yeah, he tries to keep the legs churning, but he's going to be stopped behind the line. Now the Broncos are going to call the first of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play. Rodgers to throw. Oh, look at this. It's intercepted. And the Broncos are going to have the football here at their own 18-yard line. Well, they were in a great position to take the lead, Charles. Obviously, all they needed was a field goal to do that. They wanted the touchdown. Unfortunately, they're going to get neither.
And you know every offense talks about the same thing each week, don't they, Brandon? They want to end every drive with a kick, whether it's a field goal attempt, a point after the touchdown, or at worst a punt. This time they had that opportunity but didn't get it because you know the field shrinks that close to the end zone, and that allows a defense to tighten up their coverage, and they picked that one off.
They'll start on the ground here on first down. And he almost gets this to the 30, taken down about a yard shy. Well, that's a good first step, and several steps still to go.
They still have time for the possible game-winning field goal. Time for them to be quick and hurry at the same time.
Now a man who's been busy this afternoon, it's Williams. Now the Broncos going to use the second of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
Second and 6 coming up. Again, it's Williams. Looking for a crease, can't find one. Stopped at the line of scrimmage.
Well, that sets up a big third down. Now the decision has to be, do you run it here and play for OT, or do you go ahead and press it downfield?
35, 35. Go, go, go.
Here's Wilson. And that's caught by Williams.
We can make this one pretty simple. Locked up all of his progressions downfield, forced to get it to his running back. But how about the way they ran to the football and knocked him down to force a fourth down?
Here's Riley Dixon now as he's on to punt for Denver. Here's Hardman to return. A nice return that time, gets 12 yards back. And the Jets will take over. This is 1st and 10. Back to throw, Rodgers. And his throw here's incomplete.
Work with me, partner. Take a deep breath, because that's what they're doing down the field now. That incompletion allowed them to exhale a little bit. Get in the huddle, kind of scan the crowd, see if any celebrities are here. Relax a little bit as they start this big drive.
To throw is Rodgers. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's third down. A couple extra defensive backs out there in the dime, and because of that, really not many places to throw the football, if any.
And typically, what would you want to do against that dime?
Run the football.
You want to run the ball, but you can't do it in this situation. Not nearly enough time on the clock. You're having to really navigate against a tough defense presented against you.
Well, this crowd is making an impact right now. 3rd and 10. Now Rodgers. Working the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. Now the Jets going to use the second of their 3 timeouts, as the clock will stop with an even 20 seconds left to go. Well, this offense still has the 1 timeout here, remember. 1st and 10. To throw, it's Rodgers. That's complete to his running back, Taylor. And he gets this down inside the 35 before going out of bounds. Looked like a pretty good, safe play right there. No, he's had trouble with the interceptions in this game there. Hits his guy out in the flat.
Yeah, so many times we hear quarterbacks and offensive coordinators talk about, in your progressions, you're either throwing the touchdown or you're throwing the check down. But earlier in the game, it was touchdown or interception. Now he...
Oh, look at this. It's intercepted. Picked off by Pat Surtain. And the Broncos are going to have it here as they'll start at their own 7. They'll come up 1st and 10 here. They'll start this drive out on the ground. Oh, he bowls over him. Shedding the tackler, that gives him some room. And a timeout comes in. The whistle's blown with 3 seconds remaining. Here's 1st down.
Go, go, go. There.
Throwing now is Wilson. He'll let this go deep for Sutton. And this one is incomplete. And we need overtime to decide this one after 4 quarters of play. We're all even. The extra session in a moment. This is the NFL on EA Sports. It's a little teaching moment here. Overtime rules. Remind us how this goes, partner.
Okay, so in the past, we had sudden death. First team to score wins, but no longer. Now, if the team receives the ball, scores a touchdown, they win the game. If they kick a field goal, though, or don't score, the other team gets a possession. And after both teams get a possession, then we're into sudden death. First team to score wins the game.
And he'll wind up getting a couple extra yards here for his trouble and bringing it out of the end zone as he's down at the 27. Denver offense at the line, ready to go. All set up for him right now, Charles. Opening possession of overtime. They've got the football. They also obviously have this home crowd behind them in a big way.
They get that extra energy from them, but they've got to be careful not to let that adrenaline get away from them and play too fast or create errors of their own making. Use that energy, embrace it, but make sure they channel it the right way. They've got a chance to go downfield, score a touchdown, and end this game.
173 yards rushing for him now as his sensational afternoon continues.
Check.
Williams going to get it again on 2nd down. And he'll be brought down right around the 37. 2 yards, good enough for first.
Not too many more ideal situations in 2nd and 2 in order to try and pick up a first down. They ran it and picked it up.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10.
First throw in overtime now for Wilson. Being chased out left. And he just gets rid of it. Throws it away. A wise move there. Looked like nobody open. Now second down.
And that's the knowledge you gain from being in this league for a long time. He's learned the hard way when to give up and fight another down. And that's a smart move to throw it away.
We'll play only the one overtime here. If time runs out, it'll be a tie as they come up on second down.
Now a give up the middle to Williams. And he takes this up right near the 45-yard line. So a big play in this opening drive of overtime. Now looking at a 3rd and 3.
Brings up 3rd and 3.
They'll stay on the ground with Williams.
But he's going to be a yard short. A 2-yard pickup leads to 4th and 1. Decision time now on 4th and about a yard and a half.
I can still hear my high school coach, John Ford, right now. I want my #1 play with my #1 runner over my #1 blocker. Get me the first down. But something may very well say, punt this thing away, pin them down deep, and play field position.
So a big move here, playing to win in overtime. They're going to go for it on 4th down. Here's Wilson. He's got his target. That's complete.
Oh, the defense right there to stop him. Did he get the yard he needed? He did, says the referee. Barely. First down.
Well, let's begin by trying to get into the mind of the head coach. He's telling us he wants to win the game right now. That's why they went for it and got it on 4th down.
On the counter, here's Williams. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. Second down.
Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
Now Wilson on second down. He'll buy some time right. And he'll go down inside the 45 before going out of bounds.
I did like his decision-making there to make sure they picked up something instead of forcing the throw. Now they've got more manageable play coming up to try and pick up the first down. And don't rule out the possibility that he just keeps it and runs again.
3rd and 1, trying to keep this drive in overtime going. A big one coming up. Up the middle, it's Williams.
And he will have the Broncos first down. At least it appears that way. And he got it by maybe the length of a football.
Well, someone's been having a good game so far, and you know something? A lot of it's been power running. They decided to turn him loose again on 3rd down, didn't they?
They did indeed. He delivered the tough yards. They give it to Williams, running right. They've had some success here in overtime with this opening drive running the football right back to that well.
And why not? When you have that kind of success, make them stop you, and until they do, keep going back to that well you just spoke about. I think there's more water there and available to them.
Final minute of overtime. Remember, of course, no double overtime. So it's a tie if it ends like this. It's second down.
Hey, alert, alert, alert! 14, got it. 14.
They run it again with Williams.
He had to fight for every yard on that run. Shook himself free of a tackle and kept fighting, even with the rest of the defense closing in on him. That's the kind of effort you'll take every single time.
This now a 3rd and 4.
Not bad. Hey, 0.
Off the draw. Here's Williams. And this play will be blown up. He'll lose yardage back at the 38. Now a timeout called for by the defense. That's their second and last timeout here in the overtime session. We'll be back. So here we go. Maybe the biggest kick of the game forthcoming. This to at least get them a lead here in overtime. That's running out of steam, and it won't get there. He left it just short, no good, and that changes everything here in OT.
Oh, that's so deflating, Brandon, because you know he was thinking to himself, just give me a shot. Just put us in a position to win the game, and I'll get it done. But this kick, not on target, and we'll keep going here.
First throw of overtime for Rodgers. Toward the center of the field, but it's incomplete. Once that ball was popped in the air, you could almost hear the silence, the collective breath being held here in the stadium.
Let's be honest about it. We both came out of our chairs, didn't we? All right, anytime you see the ball in the air like that, there is that collective rise, the crowd holding its breath, and boy, oh boy, the moment of truth as it comes down. Man, that was something.
Everything magnified here in overtime. Now Rodgers. That's going to be caught by Tony.
One of the things you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
Well, how about this? The very, very rare tie that we just witnessed. Hard to believe.
You don't see it very often. A bonus period of football, yet both teams go home a little bit unsatisfied.
Drama, drama, drama. We saw all of it in this one. Overtime all the way to the end of